I was so nervous to start my channel, and in the beginning, it was the biggest thing that held me back. I had to really sit down and see why I was nervous and what was going on. In this video, I'm going to share with you my story, but I also want to give you some tips on how to be more confident in front of the camera. Before we get into this though, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I have many more videos coming your way. Hi, my name is Catherine Perry and I help you grow your YouTube channel the right way. In this video, we're going to talk about camera confidence and a little bit about me and my story behind all of this. I didn't start in the beginning with all this confidence and just feeling like I knew it all. This was the biggest thing that stopped me in the beginning from actually taking the leap and starting my own channel. And I know there's many out there that struggle with this, so that's why I wanted to do a video on it. So before I started, I was super nervous to actually do YouTube videos. But what broke me out of this funk, the fact that I was watching more YouTube. In 2016, I watched a video, Casey Neistat's vlog video, and it just started sparking something in my mind. That's when I decided I would try out vlogging for a year. Now you may say that is crazy, vlogging for a year, every day for a year is probably a lot of work, and yes it was. I vlogged for a full year, and the reason why was because I wanted to understand video a little bit more. And this sparked something in me. I started to enjoy it a lot, started to see like the creativity that you could do with it. And I wasn't amazing, obviously. I was starting from scratch. I had no idea how to do it. I was teaching myself along the way. I learned that I enjoyed it. I was going to Ireland for 2 months in 2016 and I decided, okay, I need to do this as part of my journey to kind of see if it's something that I really enjoyed. And so yes, I enjoyed it. So I started loving it. I started getting creative and I used the basics. There was free software to edit and just had the basic camera. I had like a Sony A5100 and it was on the cheaper end and had no bells or whistles. I just used it, no mic. I just used the internal mic and it did great. That went into me actually doing it for a business. Over the next couple of years, I filmed weddings, events, and birthdays. I've been helping people with YouTube here and there, social media here and there, and video was a big part of that. So I've helped people understand how important video is for their business. This year was really when I took my channel up a notch. The reason why I share this with you is because of this. If I didn't decide to go ahead after Casey's vlog and start trying this out, I would never have gotten to this point. I never had my business, and I would never have connected with people within my industry. This is something that I hold tight to because every time I think about the hard part of things, like if something is hard or scary or unknown, I always think back to this. What if I didn't take that step and go for it? I was watching a TikTok the other day, and this guy, he said, things that make you happy are hard. This is so true. If you want to be happy in life, if you want to do things on your own terms, if you want to do things for yourself, many times it's about you taking the step and doing the hard things. Now that I've shared all of that, I want to dive into some tips on how to be a little bit more confident in front of the camera. Okay, so the first one is scripting. This one has taken my channel to the next level, and that's because I'm not stressing anymore, I'm not ranting, and I'm not thinking about random thoughts that come into my head and start talking to you about it. Sometimes that's nice in a conversational type video, but when you're giving tips and tutorials and you're trying to get things across, scripting is really helpful. But it also helps you to feel confident that you have all the information down on the page and you're going to be talking to the camera and you know that you're going to give out that information without, randomly thinking about it in your head. Having a script doesn't have to be complicated. It can be simple as just having bullet points so that you have the main information, the main points that you want to get across. When I vlog, I like to just put out bullet points. I don't put all details down, that word for word what I need to say. I just make sure that I have all the top information that I want to get across within a vlog. Again, when it comes to scripting, then you can put down what the B-roll shots that you need, anything extra that you need for your video. This is going to help you feel a little bit more confident because if you're in front of the camera and you're sitting there and you have no idea what you're going to say, you're just randomly talking to the camera and it makes no sense, then you're going to feel a little less confident in yourself. But having all the research done and all the scripting done, it's going to help you feel confident enough to get in front of that camera. Number 2 is practice. This may be cliche for many to hear because everybody says it. Practice, practice, practice. Or you hear it all the time. Be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. But it's so true. If you don't practice, you'll never get better. The more content that you share, the more comfortable you'll feel in front of your audience. I have created over 150 videos. Not necessarily are all of them sit down and talking to you videos, but I've created over 150 videos alone on my channel. That's not even counting the ones outside of my channel. Like, I have tons and tons of videos in my backlog that I've created. But it's all taken practice, and I need to continually put out content to see what I need to do better, how I can improve, and what things I want to add. I didn't start off knowing everything when I first started my channel. I will actually say I cringe at the thought of looking back at my videos because I just had no clue. But again, I started and I practiced. I started and I practiced. That's the main takeaway. You need to put content out in order to know how you can improve. Going back to my vlogs, I vlogged for a full year. Now, I did that because I wanted to get good at it. I wanted to see if it's something that I could stick at for a year. And that's what I did. I've gotten to my business and it's all about video, got into my YouTube channel and it's all about video. That's what I enjoy. I want you to comment below if you were nervous when you first started your channel, or one reason why you are not feeling confident to start a YouTube channel, or even if you have a YouTube channel now, do you feel nervous every time you go on camera? Comment below one reason why you think you are nervous. So the third one is test videos. I like to recommend to clients or people that I come in contact with is to do tester videos. What I mean by that is have a script in place, have a video that you want to do, a topic, and then you test it out. So you do it once, you sit in front of the camera and you test it out. The second time you'll film it, and then you can see what you might want to improve. Now, not necessarily are you going to be perfect the first time. So this is not about being a perfectionist. It's about actually seeing if there's something that maybe you want to change. And the third time you film it and then you send it to a friend. This is the process that I like to recommend to my clients or the people that I come in contact with. So you test it out first by just pretending you're talking to the camera. The second time you test it out and you film it. And then the third time is you testing it out, you're filming it, and you're sharing it with a friend that can potentially help you. So don't think this is about you perfecting your video and making the perfect video. It's just about helping you the process of getting moving on to uploading to your channel. And then finally, you want to upload to your channel. You just gotta let it go. Like Elsa says in Frozen, let it go. Number 4 is a very good tip that I like to share. It is pretend that you're talking to a friend. So if you have a channel like this and you're trying to talk to someone, to help someone, think of them as a friend. Like you want to help them grow their YouTube channel, or you want to help them understand how to cook this vegan meal. You want to talk to them like a friend. I like to come across as a person that understands what she's talking about. I want to be professional, but at the same time, I want to come across as a person that you can come to and ask a question. I like to recommend this one because if you're picturing a friend, it's more of like a comfort level. You're a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera. And in that way, you're also giving them the tips and advice, and you're giving them the information that you know best. Really helps to make you feel relaxed and calm when you start to think like that. Number 5 is eye contact. See what I did there? I stared at you. I started looking at you, and maybe it made you feel uncomfortable, but eye contact actually will help you connect with your audience. And this is known fact in the world of outside of YouTube, that people say that eye contact really helps you to feel more confident, feel like you know what you're talking about. So whenever I'm talking to you in the camera here, I'm looking at you like I'm looking at someone in eye contact. It's because I want you to feel invested, that I'm invested in you. I want you to feel connection with me. When I talk to a person outside of this camera, I will talk to them and I'll have eye contact because it's so important. So if you have a flip up screen like I do right here, sometimes it's a little distracting, but it's helpful for me to see if it's focused, right? But it's going to take practice for you to look at the lens and not at the flip screen. You need to focus in on the lens so that you have the eye contact, like when you're sharing your information, that you actually know what you're talking about, but that you feel like a connection with the audience. It will take practice, so don't feel bad if it doesn't happen right at the beginning. Okay, so camera confidence or confidence in general is tricky, and I totally get that. Not everybody's going to be on the same page here, but hopefully these tips and my story can help you just understand a little bit better. And I'm hoping that someone out there can use this to just take that step and start their channel. Okay, so if you need a little bit more help with YouTube basics, I have this playlist ready set up for you to go, and you can binge watch through that, and hopefully it'll help you just take your channel to the next level. As always, guys, don't forget to create adventure and live to inspire. Have a good one.